Hi guys, this is a super easy, super quick beginner pony bead fish. I know some of us are familiar with it or we grew up making them, but some of us are new and need from the very beginning. So this video will help you. You're going to start with about 20 inches of string and put a 6mm keychain piece or any type of hardware you have on. Even if you don't, you can do it later. Put 2 beads on your first string and then take your second string and weave it through the beads in the opposite direction. You're going to grab onto both ends and wiggle it down to the middle by your keychain piece. What I mean with both strings is your keychain piece is on the middle and you're working with 2 ends here. So first you're going to do your 2 beads. Now you're going to get 3 beads for the eyeball row. So 1 bead, 1 eyeball, 1 bead on 1 string, doesn't matter which one. Feed the opposite string through in the opposite direction. Pull both ends and pull it down snug to your first 2 beads. The next row is going to be 4 beads. This is part of our body, so we're going to put 4 beads onto 1 string. And then we're going to take the other string and pass it through. Make sure when you are doing this, you're checking and making sure that none of your beads have any cracks or imperfections in them, because that could cause them to split or break later. And you also want to make sure that you're pulling it snug, but not too snug that you're creating too much tension or causing it to pucker up. So push it flat as you go. Our next row is going to be 3 beads onto 1 string. Feed the other string through in the opposite direction. We are going to make 3 fishes here, so if you missed the beginning of this, just give me a couple seconds and we're going to get to the next fish. You shouldn't even have to rewind. Now we're going to do 2 beads for the start of our tail on 1 string and pass the other string through. There are no limbs on this fish. There's nothing tricky. Every single row is the same. Put your beads on 1 string and then send the other string through. For our second part of the tail, I believe this is 3 beads going on here. And then your other string through in the opposite direction. And then we're going to secure it with a knot, and that's it. Your little tiny fish is done. You can make one and hang it on a keychain. You could even make it into a magnet as someone else suggested, or you can continue on and make a couple more and make a hanging keychain with a few fish, or even some sort of wind chime or wind catcher. So here we are. We're going to take 24 inches for the second fish. I'm going to take off the amount that I did not need for the last fish. That's how you can figure out how much string you use so you don't waste. We're going to put our keychain piece on the middle.
Yeah.
And then we're going to start with our row, which is the first 2 beads. 2 beads on 1 string. Take the other string end and chase it through in the opposite direction. This is real-time speed, so you'll see it's not always easy for me either. Pull onto your ends and wiggle that all the way down to the bottom. I apologize that I go off camera. I'm doing this on my lap. I will get better. 3 beads. 1 for your eyeball in the middle. Chase it on through with the other side. Do you get it by now? Is it clicking? Do you get the motion? Let me know. I can slow it down even more if I need to. I can go with more beginners in between the intermediate and advanced ones. I have a lobster tutorial loading after this one. We've got 4 beads for our body on 1 string. Pass it on through with your other string. There's only 6 rows total to this fish. So after this 4, we just got to do a row of 3. And then we're going to chase it through with the other end. Sorry that I'm off camera. Pull it on tight. Next row is a row of 2 for the bottom of the tail. 2 beads on 1 string. Follow it through with the other end. Pull it tight. Push it flat. Now, last row, 3 beads. You can also, if you're familiar with knots or if you're string knots correctly, you can choose to put 1 knot at the end of each row using 1 string to make the knot instead of using both strings to make a knot like I do. Usually if it's under 4 beads, I make a single knot. If it's more than 4 beads, I do side knots. So there we go. There's our last 3 beads and we're going to tie a knot. And then there's 1 more green fish after that. I'm not going to do the voiceover through that one. I don't think. Maybe we'll see. But I thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. I would have never thought these videos have the reach that they're having, but I'm loving it. You're loving it. So I'm going to keep on going. Let's see what's next for today. Hope you all enjoy your week. Don't forget to come back and share in the comments if you make any of these. I want to see them. Okay, so green keychain, 20 inches of string, keychain piece onto the middle, take our 2 ends, 2 beads onto 1 string. Then we're going to take it over and take the other string and go through in the opposite direction. My strings, I forgot to actually melt them and get them ready for this, so I was having a little bit of trouble getting them through, so I'm actually going to go off camera for just a second and fix my strings up again, and then we will come right back here, just because I don't want to confuse you with the 2 rows of 2. So here I am again. I still have the 2 beads, and now I'm putting my string through again because it wasn't so great the first time. So this is still our first row. Pull it down to the middle. Keychain piece is there waiting for us. Now we're going to do 1 regular bead, 1 eyeball bead, and 1 regular bead for 3 beads total on 1 string, and feed our other string through in the opposite direction. And then we're going to pull those down snug to where our other beads are waiting. Here we go. Sometimes you have to fiddle with it a little bit. It doesn't always sit right on the first time. Now we have to do a row of 4 beads for the next row for the body. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 1 string. Take the other string and feed it through in the opposite direction. Pull it all the way down till you reach the other row. Now we're going to do 3 beads. 3 beads on 1 string. Take the other string and pass it on through in the opposite direction. Now we just have a row of 2 and a row of 3 left, so we're going to load on our 2 beads. And then we just have the 3 left. I decided I still had to do the voiceover for the green one because I have to show you how I put together the keychain at the end, and I don't want just a bunch of silence in between. So here are our last 3 beads on 1 string. Feed the other string through. Pull it down tight. Secure with a knot. I'm sorry that it's off camera. This is the 3rd fish. I was watching a show in between, and kids and life and dinner. Usually the audio helps you even if you can't exactly see it that great. And then the next step is just to take a I think it's a 25 millimeter keychain thing. It's a 1-inch keychain ring and some extra little jump rings or chains, and attach your fishes wherever you would want them. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You can hang 1, you can hang a few. Let me know if this video helped you learn the movements and what else you can't wait to try next. As always, share a picture below and have a great day.
Fuck you! Really can't see it.